everyone, I'm Catherine. I'm here with Dr. Bacon for another Breakfast with Bacon, and today we're going to be talking about lung health, coughing, congestion, everything that's going around right now.
Yeah. Come hang out in our office for a day and just see what's walking in. It literally is. Like, this is the season, right? So the air's cooler, you're not getting as much vitamin D because you're not out in the sun that much. I mean, it's cold, it's dark the majority of the time. So all these things kind of lead us toward a weakened immune system. Does that make sense? And it's not like your body's weak. It's your body's adapting to these cold and temperatures and the climate. Simple as trying to balance out like fluids, right? Your lungs and the dryness in the air, right? You have chapped lips, you chapped fingers, all this stuff just seems drier in the environment. Well, your body has to adapt to that too. So you're going to let off some of that water in respiration. So honestly, what happens in cold weather? You see what?
Your breath.
You see your breath. Well, what that is literally that water, that vapor that's in the air. And the body has to balance. It's at a constant balance to keep you with balance and homeostasis. And that to me is the biggest thing. So what's happening literally is we got to retain the water. Water is big and key. We're going to talk a couple things about this. Water like with lemon or with lime or with cucumber or with even strawberries or other berries. All you're doing is trying to infuse the water that you're drinking with some of the minerals, the electrolytes, the nutrients that are in those vegetables and fruits to help rehydrate the body. Remember, what holds water in the body, Catherine?
Minerals.
Minerals actually help to keep that water. Taurine, there's other things too that help get the water into the cell, but this is not what we're just trying to get it more to where you enjoy drinking a glass of water. So lemon, lime, cucumbers, things like that. Really a great idea. But today we're going to talk about three things because really we're talking about this lungs, congestion, coughing, and that chronic cough. My goodness. Are we hearing that on a regular basis? Tracy, are you listening? Yeah. So that chronic cough, not because of smoking or of, just an immune challenge that your lungs are trying to work through. And the lungs are brilliant because they're really trying to drive things that are in your body, what? Out. It's a spastic contraction of everything trying to drive and get things, whatever's in there. It could be parasites, could be viruses, could be bacteria. And they fly out on that little bit of hydration that's out there running around. That's how you spread these germs and bacteria. So we know, though, that you're not sick because of bad germs, bad genes, or bad luck. Got it? It is the body getting rid of stuff, and people are more opportunistic. So they're run down, tired, more sugar, more stress, all that stuff that makes you more sick. So we're going to give you three things that we're going to work on to help you get well and stay well, even if you have that chronic cough or whatever, through this season. Catherine, give us number one.
It's going to be some good fluids that you can be taking in. So lots of hot tea. You can make your own tea by making some hot water, putting in some things like ginger and lemon, some cinnamon or some honey. You can try to get some local raw honey. That's going to be the best to add in there. So making your own little fresh tea. Other things like bone broth is going to be really good. I like to make some bone broth and then add some ginger and turmeric to that too. That's really good.
Yeah, and then you can also season that with a little bit of salt too. It's really good. So anyway, I'm starting to drool a little bit. Sounds like a great meal. Anyway, and it's a great opportunity to add that more fluids in there, right? Really help that body out. Now, number two would be, we got to talk about some of the herbs and things like that you can add in. And we've got some really good ones. We talk about ADP, which is oregano oil. It helps to actually vasodilate and open up the lungs to help get things out, help you breathe a little bit better. It's antimicrobial, anti-parasitic, things like that we're trying to work on in the lungs that they can also be congested in there, right? The other thing we can talk about would be like bronch effect. Bronch effect is going to be our first one that we add in. It's got echinacea in it. It's got a bunch of herbs in it that help to kind of soothe the lungs and get that cough, help with the immune system overall. Resco is going to be the next step in the evolution of an infection. And then for me, Pulmico, at the end of the day, if somebody's got a chronic cough and we want to kind of work through this, remember, we're not treating conditions or emphysema or anything like that, but these products help the lungs work better and more efficiently. And of course, they've got things in there like ginger, like you already talked about, right? Turmeric and echinacea, and all these herbs that are helping to work with the body to get it well. Another thing I want to talk about too, when we're talking about this too, is the sore throat, or like using colloidal silver, things like that to help like open up and clean out that antimicrobial, antibacterial substance that the body can kind of utilize, gargling in the back of your throat, or a throat spray we have, which is a really good one. It's got a little bit of echinacea in it too. And then last but not least, Catherine, what else would we do?
We can use some essential oils, so things like peppermint oil or eucalyptus are really good. You can just put a few drops like on your chest, kind of like the Vicks Vapor Rub, as a natural decongestant to kind of break up some of that congestion in there, or you can put it in a humidifier as well.
Yeah, we've got some of that in the office on a regular basis. Really good. It kind of smells nice. Just careful not to do too much because it can be overwhelming. So, listen, guys, there's a bunch of things that you can do. If you're overwhelmed at all, comment below. Let us know. Of course, you can talk to us. We can help you through some of these conditions and things that are going on. But we appreciate you guys sharing this with your friends and family. Enjoy this holiday season. Enjoy the winter. Get outside, especially when it's nice and sunny out, at least in whatever area you're in. And enjoy this season with your friends and family. And we thank you again and wish you a very happy holidays. See you again on the next Breakfast with Bacon.